G Madhusudhan.
We're at the Sant Nirankari Spiritual Center here in Fairfax County, Washington, D.C. And with me, we have Mr. G Madhusudhan, Fairfax County public official. Mr. Madhusudhan, it is such a pleasure and an honor to have you here with us, and thank you so much for taking out the time for TV Asia. Being in the public eye, being a political official here in Fairfax County, what has your experience been in the Indian community? Because you've been in office for the past so many years. What have you learned in your experience in dealing with the Indian community here in this town?
At the outset, let me thank you for the invite. Wish all the success to the East Samagam they're doing today at Sant Nirankari Bhavan on Chantilly, Pleasant Valley Road. So like Preeti just now said, I'm a Fairfax County official. I'm in charge of the infrastructure improvements in the county, Fairfax County, which includes roads, metros, sidewalks, you name it. And also I worked as the advisory board member to Governor of Virginia, the previous governor, Ralph Northam. I served in several boards, assisting him in making some crucial decisions for the state. And also, I served as the president of a political forum called Indian American Forum for Political Education, where I interface with political leaders, Indian embassy officials, to help the Indian community. Just to name a few, during COVID times, I was interfacing with the Indian embassy to send vaccines to India, which we were successful in whatever way we could. And I deal with Indian community on a constant basis, whether it's visa issues, emergency visa issues. So I try to be of help and do my best. I don't make any empty promises, always try sincerely, I believe in that, and usually I'm successful. I also help the non-profits, civic organizations in the area, like mandirs, trying to get their permits because they might have difficulty in understanding. So I do my best and try to serve the community to what extent I can. And like I said, it is a political organization I'm part of, but I want the Indian American community to utilize the political leaders, because it is their right to utilize them and use their rights and try to see how they could use these offices. I want the younger community to get actively involved in the political process in this country, and we are there to encourage them. We've always been doing that and will continue to do that. And definitely this organization is one of the good platforms for youngsters to come up, and I know you do have a very big youth wing here, so we want to encourage that, and I will do everything I can. I have never said no to anybody who comes to me for help, and I've done my best, and I can't say I'm successful every time, but I do my best, not just in DMV area. I've tried to help families in other states also, and that looks to me like I'm as a good karma if I'm doing something good in my life. And I want people to inculcate the same in whatever way they can, capacity they can, and
Thank you so much, Madhuji. So Madhuji, from when you first came into this role of being a public figure here in Fairfax County to today, 2025, what are the differences, the improvements, the transitions that you feel, what you received in terms of Indian community and where they are at now? Talk about the transition and the differences you've been able to make in this community.
So, knowing about the success stories, I think you all know, Indian community has been doing really well, and I know that a lot of Indian community organizations who are trying to serve the Indian community back home. I've seen several successful business people here, and they want to share their knowledge, their success stories, and they want others to grow equally as them. And that has changed a lot. I've seen a big transition where they act as mentors who are successful in their lives, who have been successful in their businesses, trying to help the youngsters, which has been growing especially in the BM area. I've been seeing a lot of good stories, a lot of success stories, and I wish them all the best. And above that, I also see that they're trying to help the Indian community back home. They're trying to help the child care, because I met Satya Sai Baba group the other day, who were talking about how they're helping children, homeless children, for their daily meals, for example. So there are so many organizations, so many groups now which is sprouted, and they're all actively involved in helping people here as well as people back home. And that should continue, and that's a big transition I'm seeing. The thought process has changed a lot, and they're not to themselves anymore like before. I think they're coming out more in the open, and I do see a lot of youngsters coming into the political forum right now. I do see a lot of new congressmen now. So we want more of that to happen. We want more of our Indian community to get involved and get active in the political process, because that is very crucial in the long run for this country and for their growth. And like you asked me, I think there has been a transition in the thought process, and they're not limited, especially the younger generation which is coming up now. They are more out in the open. Whenever people reach out to me that their kids want to work as interns to congressmen, senators, I've done my best to put them there, but I already see they're already there, so many of them. And so many are in the White House right now. We have people everywhere, you name it. I'm so glad it's happening, and I want this to continue further, and that way our community can grow, and we have a face in the crowd, and we have a place at the table to speak of our rights. So.
Madhuji, thank you so much, and thank you for everything you do for the Indian community. I really appreciate the time you took out for TV Asia. Thank you so much, and we look forward to many, many more meetings.
Definitely. Thank you again for the invite. I look forward to meeting you and look for the invite. It's very, like I said before, they're very welcoming, and I always like to be here. I always get something out of every time I come here. I learn something new from the words of wisdom I share or listen to. So I would love to come every time I'm invited. So thank you once again for the invite. I wish them all the success for this Samagam today. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was really nice.
Thank you.
Ek aur.